Today we are going to be going Call of Duty by Call of Duty, starting at COD 4 Modern Warfare and making our way through all of them, stopping at them and trying to figure out what is the best thing about each individual Call of Duty game. Now, I've actually done something quite similar to this, except it was the complete reverse. Instead, I was trying to figure out what was the worst thing about every Call of Duty game, and if you guys missed that, it'll be linked on screen now. But this time around, we're going to be a lot more positive because we're looking at the best thing, as I previously mentioned. But of course, feel free to go along with me in this video down in the comment sections. As I go through this, leave your own list of what you think the best thing about each individual Call of Duty game is and see how that compares to what I say. But with all that said, let's not waste any more time and get right into the best thing about every Call of Duty game. COD 4 Modern Warfare. Its multiplayer setting the foundation for every multiplayer going forward. Yes, this game was insane. Like, without this game, I don't know what Call of Duty's multiplayer would even be, because this set up so much of what is still used till this day in Call of Duty's multiplayer. Whether it be things like create a class where you choose your primary, secondary, attachments on all of those, and of course, down there with the perks also. There's also the streak system that was introduced here, and so many other features that are used till this day, nearly 20 years later. And if that isn't a significant part of a game, I don't know what would be. World at War, giving us the COD Zombies game mode. Yes, this is where it all began, and surprisingly, you were only able to play it after you beat the campaign initially, but after seeing the early success of Toten, they released some DLCs, which of course gave us 3 more maps, and was definitely a great start for one of the best parts of Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2, the Call of Duty game that blew up the Call of Duty franchise. So yeah, after this game came out, nearly every single Call of Duty after it is the best-selling game every single year. There's an exception when GTA 5 came out, but besides that, Call of Duty after Modern Warfare 2 has consistently been the best-selling game every single year, and I think that there's no coincidence that it all started with Modern Warfare 2. Black Ops, the game that kind of blew up the Zombies game mode. So similar to Modern Warfare 2, this kind of blew up a different aspect. Obviously, Modern Warfare 2 blew up the entirety of Call of Duty, mainly its campaigns and multiplayer. But then Black Ops came along and blew up the Zombies game mode, and I mean, who hasn't seen Syndicate's Round 115 on Kino der Toten? Modern Warfare 3, having the most amount of multiplayer content at launch. So yeah, this game kind of blew out nearly every other game after it, with a couple exceptions here and there, with the amount of content that it had at launch. It had 49 guns that you could use between primaries and secondaries, and also it had 16 maps at launch that had not been matched up until this current Call of Duty Vanguard, which is still impressive because this game came out so long ago, and it's kind of insane that it took this long to even match that same number for launch content. And I think that this is probably one of the major reasons why so many people like this game, just the variety of content, and it really needed to, because I'm pretty sure that this game was running on Modern Warfare 2's engine because of all the crazy development issues that they ran into. Black Ops 2. So this one's incredibly difficult for me because I honestly don't know what is the best thing about this game, because everything is so freaking good. I want to mention something in multiplayer, I start thinking of things in zombies, and even campaign. I mean, there's so much good about this. So instead of just pinpointing one thing, I'm going to quickly mention the 3 best things about the 3 game modes, because that's how much I love BO2, and it's my video. I don't care if I'm breaking the rules. First, zombies. Mob of the Dead, greatest zombies map of all time, absolutely love that. Campaign, the branching storylines that we had inside this with the multiple different endings you have, so freaking cool, absolutely love that for the game. Finally, multiplayer. This is when Treyarch really figured out their style of Call of Duty, whether it be the maps, how they look, the colors, or even the design of their maps. This is where they figured that all out, and I absolutely love their style till this day. Ghost, the campaign, I guess. Well, It's hard for me to say anything good about this game because this was literally the only Call of Duty game that I straight up quit because I really didn't like this game and still don't like it till this day. But the only thing I remember anything positive of was the campaign, so that's why I'm going with that. Advanced Warfare, the graphics. So this is a super underrated thing about Advanced Warfare because in my opinion, I think Advanced Warfare was the best Call of Duty game in terms of graphics till Modern Warfare 2019, which is going a long way. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's the best looking game because I think Black Ops 3 did colors way better, but in terms of just flat out graphics, this one's it. Black Ops 3 Zombies Chronicles. So I could get into why Chronicles was so good. The 8 remastered maps, seeing Origins with new graphics, all the different things going on, Moon especially, even adding new music and stuff like that we've never seen before, which is all great and all, but all I really need to prove my point here that this was the best thing during Black Ops 3 was the fact that this was the most sold DLC ever. Infinite Warfare, the super Easter egg / director's cut. So I know some people, when they look at Infinite Warfare, they're going to say the campaign, and sure, the campaign's great. In fact, it's my favorite Call of Duty campaign of all time. But with that said, the best part of the game is not the campaign, it is definitely that super Easter egg. Oh my gosh, is it so cool. The first part of that makes it so great is all the rewards you get for doing all the regular Easter eggs, which of course is director's cut, but once you do all that, you get access to this super Easter egg, and more importantly, this super Easter egg boss fight. And this super Easter egg boss fight is just insane, and it is one of the coolest boss fights in not just Call of Duty, but in gaming as a whole. World War II, the willingness to overhaul the entire multiplayer mode when they realized it wasn't working. This is something that I really wish so many other Call of Duties could do, especially more of the modern ones, because there's systems that they just put into their game that just don't work, but they refuse to budge on them. I can think of so many examples, whether it be Black Ops 4 with its specialist system and specialist equipment, or even Modern Warfare with their insistence on the lack of dead silence or the mini-map changes that they made. And it was just so refreshing to see Sledgehammer admit that one of their systems weren't working and was willing to overhaul it. Black Ops 4, Blackout, I guess. Now, I'm not really strong about this because I do think Blackout is, I guess Blackout's the best part of it, even though I want to say Zombies. I really do want to say Zombies because it had 8 maps in this game and that's the most ever, and it seemed like an easy pick, but I just don't know if the quality of those zombie maps really stand up. So instead, as I mentioned, I'm going to go with Blackout being the best thing about this game. Modern Warfare 2019. So for a game that I played to a minimal amount because I wasn't a big fan of a lot of gameplay changes that they made, there's actually a lot of things I like about this game, whether it be that it pretty much saved Call of Duty when it was on a downward spiral, or Warzone that came alongside with that, or even things that were so cool for Call of Duty like crossplay and the new engine that we got for Call of Duty, all that great stuff. But to me, what is the best thing about Modern Warfare 2019 is the fact that it gave us free DLC and has set that standard for Call of Duty going forward, because oh my gosh, was it so annoying when we had to pay $60 for the game and then $50 for a season pass. That was the absolute worst, and I'm so glad we're now on a free DLC system. Cold War. The fact that this game even came out, like, this is really insane. I don't know how Treyarch even did this, and I'm not going to have time to go over the full story of why this is impressive for the people who don't know, but I'll quickly summarize it like this. Treyarch had to take over development for Sledgehammer / Ravens game when the game was supposed to come out in only a year and a half. So in other words, Treyarch only had a year and a half to make this game, and they actually did it. Sure, it was lacking in content. There were only 8 multiplayer maps at launch, and even the zombies experience was filled with a lot of reused assets from campaign. I understand that, but to me, it's still impressive that they were able to do this with such little time. Vanguard. Well, as someone who has not been playing much Vanguard lately, and probably have only opened the game twice this entire year, I'll have to go with the only thing I'm invested in this game, and I guess that's the competitive scene. Not even ranked play because I don't play the game, but watching the competitive scene is pretty fun, and it's literally the only interest I have in this game. And that's gonna wrap it up for this video. But of course, I'd love to see, as I mentioned at the start of this video, how your list looks compared to mine. Is there a lot you agree with me here, disagree with, all that stuff? I'd love to see it down in the comment section. But regardless, that's going to wrap it up for me. But if you guys did enjoy the video, definitely do all the normal YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, bell, share, and all that great stuff. But I'm going to go. I'll catch you guys next stream, video, or whatever the heck it may be. And laters, guys.